What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Credit Plug channel, where we talk about how to build credit, how to establish relationships with banks, and most importantly, how to get you access to high limit credit funding. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as smash the like button. And if you find videos like this helpful, make sure you like, share, comment right down below. It helps our content reach a wider audience, and we greatly appreciate the support. So for today's video, I have another special review to share with you. I'm gonna be going over some data points on a recent business credit card approval. I'm gonna be walking you through the application and all the different data points that you need to consider. Now, what makes this particular credit card unique is that you could potentially double dip. Now, what is a double dip? A double dip is basically where you're able to get multiple credit accounts using the same credit inquiry. So with this particular business Visa credit card that I'm going to share with you, you're able to get multiple credit accounts under different businesses using the same hard inquiry. As long as you submit applications on the same day, then it's just going to be one hard inquiry, and you can get multiple Visa business credit accounts with different businesses. So I'm going to be sharing and walking through all the different data points and information that you need to consider. All right, so for today, we're going to be going over the Webstaurant Rewards Visa credit card. So just to kind of give you an overview of what the Webstaurant store is. Now, the Webstaurant store offers hundreds of thousands of different types of equipment. So if you're in the restaurant business, like as the name suggests, Webstaurant, so they're going to basically provide any type of equipment. So that's cooking equipment, drink machines, commercial mixers, cooking equipment. They have all different types of equipment and supplies that you might need if you are running a business, or even if you just have a physical location. They just offer a lot of different supplies. They have furniture. So if you're in the event space and you need couches, you need office furniture. They also offer food and beverage at bulk discounts. So, anything from beverages, baking ingredients, condiments. They also have janitorial supplies, industrial supplies. So they have a wide variety of different supplies. But in terms of the business credit card, they have two different versions. Now they have a consumer card and they have a business card. Now, I'm not going to focus too much on the consumer card. I'm just going to go over the business card. So let's go over this funding play. Now, couple data points about the Webstaurant business credit card, as a lot of you guys were commenting on the posts that I put out. This is going to be underwritten by FNBO. Now, you probably found that out just by the approval, which I'll show you in a little bit. But for those who are familiar with FNBO, First National Bank of Omaha, they do have a pre-qualification on their main website. And for anyone who's gone through that process, you know that they're going to be pulling your Experian, and specifically, they're going to be using the FICO 8 scoring model. So you can go onto My FICO and check to see what your FICO score is. Now, another thing about this particular application is that it is a personal guarantee. So the qualification is going to be based off of your personal credit. So you will have to have pretty good personal credit in order to get approved for this type of account. So this isn't going to be for subprime credit. You're probably going to want to have at least a 700 credit score or higher. And even that doesn't guarantee that you're going to get approved. Now, another thing you have to keep in mind that this is a hard pull. So you will get a hard pull on your Experian credit report. Now, I wanted to share some details about this whole double dip, right? Because this is the play right here. So if you have multiple businesses, you can implement this strategy. So if you have multiple businesses, right? So if you have more than one LLC or S Corp, C Corp, whatever the case may be, you can apply for a Visa business credit card for each business, and it's only going to pull your credit one time as long as you submit the applications on the same day. So I just want to put that detail in. So it's going to be one hard pull as long as it's on the same day. So if you apply 2 days apart, it's going to be two separate inquiries. Now, I did a little experimentation, and that's how I was able to figure this out. But this, in my opinion, is a game changer, because if you do have multiple businesses, and I know a lot of you watching this video probably have multiple businesses, and you're considering pulling the trigger on this, then you could potentially get multiple credit cards for different businesses. So if you have two businesses, you can get a credit card for each of those businesses, and it's only going to be one hard inquiry. So let's go back to some of the information about the Webstaurant Rewards credit card. So it earns 3% cash back when you purchase at the Webstaurant store. So any purchases that you make online at the Webstaurant store, you get 3% cash back. And I also wanted to reiterate that this is a Visa card. So this isn't like a store issue card. You could use this anywhere. You don't even have to use this at the Webstaurant store. And one of the great things about business credit cards, and I'm always stressing this, is that, okay, you might get an inquiry, right? But you could revolve a balance, and whatever utilization that you have on the business card, it's not going to affect your personal credit, because a lot of times business owners might use personal credit cards to fund their business. Their utilization goes up and then they can't get more credits. They're kind of stuck. They're in this catch-22 where they need to get more access to credit, but because of their personal utilization is so high, they're unable to qualify. And another thing about it too, although you do get an inquiry, the new account is not going to show up on your personal credit. And that's another thing that hinders a lot of people. If you have too many personal accounts on your profile, that's going to look like credit seeking. That's why business credit cards are great, because you can hide the utilization and it's not going to show as a new account. So it's not going to impact the age of your credit profile. So again, 3% cash back at the Webstaurant store, 2% cash back on office supplies and gas, and 1% cash back on all others. Now, they do have this 5,000 point bonus. Now, this is worth about $50 in value. So when you make your first purchase with your Webstaurant Rewards Visa Business Card, and this is until June 30th, 2022. So after you make your first purchase, you'll get your 5,000 point bonus. You can also save up to $600 a year on Plus. Now, just to compare the business Visa versus the consumer Visa, they're pretty much the same. The only difference is the business Visa is not going to get the 2% on dining and groceries, whereas the consumer credit card will. And then the consumer credit card is not going to get the 2% on office and gas. So those are the main differences, but otherwise they're pretty much the same exact credit card. Now, to apply for the Webstaurant store, you first have to create an account, and it's very easy. All you're going to do is enter in your email, your name, your company name, the type, and then you're just going to enter in your business address, the shipping address, and create a password. Then you're going to go down here and hit this create my account. And after that, it'll create your account and log you in, and then it'll take you to the dashboard. Now, after creating your account, it'll take you to your account dashboard. And from here, you'll actually see a banner for the Webstaurant Rewards credit card. So in order to apply, all you got to do is hit this learn more. But I wanted to show you one thing before we jump to that. Now, aside from the business Visa credit card, Webstaurant also offers a Net 30. Now, this is a completely separate credit account unrelated to the actual business Visa credit card. And so this is going to be through Capital One Trade Credit. So this is a completely separate credit account. So you could potentially get two different credit accounts through the Webstaurant store. So I'm just going to walk you through exactly how you get the Net 30. So the Net 30, if you go into your online dashboard, over here you see this Net 30. So you just click on that. And so Webstaurant has what's called Webstaurant Plus. Now, this is a monthly fee that you do have to pay. Now, this is going to make more sense for companies that are actually in the restaurant business, because you can get unlimited free shipping. So that's really the main benefit of having the Webstaurant Plus. Now, with the Webstaurant Plus, if you do upgrade, they give you Net 30 terms. So this is like a buy now, pay later. And as it says right here, this is through Capital One Trade Credit. So this is a separate business account. So this is going to be Net 30 terms. Now, you can only use this at the Webstaurant store, whereas the business Visa account, you can use the Visa card anywhere. But this is going to be specifically if you're purchasing things off the Webstaurant store, and it's only going to be for Webstaurant Plus members. But this is another business credit account, and this will report to the business credit reporting agencies. So this is just an added bonus. So with this whole business funding play, not only can you get multiple credit accounts, business Visa cards, but you can also get a Net 30 through Capital One in the same account, through your same Webstaurant account. So I just wanted to walk over this with you So once you're ready to apply, you just hit this apply now button, and then it'll take you to the application. Now, as a lot of you saw from the post that I made, this is very reminiscent to FNBO. That was a dead giveaway. Their application is going to look very similar. So you can get a decision in as little as 30 seconds, and that's no exaggeration. The application process is very, very easy. Now, it's going to come pre-populated with some information like the rewards number as well as your first and last name. So on this page, you're just going to be entering your financial information. So this is going to be your employer, your total income. Now, in terms of income, if you're 21 years or older, you may include income of others that you can reasonably expect to access. That portion of income of another individual regularly deposited into your individual account or joint account you share with that person, or that portion of income of another person, which is regularly used to pay your expenses. So they'll also ask you whether or not you rent or own your home. So you could just select from the drop-down menu, and then you'll enter in your monthly rent or mortgage payment and the number of years that you've been at that address, and then just go to the next page. Now on the security page, it's going to ask for a couple more pieces of information, including your social security number, your date of birth, as well as your mother's maiden name. So they do need your social security number, as it says right here, so that they can pull your credit bureau information to process your application. So this is a hard inquiry, so just keep that in mind. So after you confirmed all of your information is accurate, you're just going to agree to the terms. After you agree to the terms, you're going to hit this submit application. Now, once you do hit this submit application, do not close out of the window. They're going to be running all their data checks, and they're going to be pulling your credit. So at this point, you will get a hard pull as well as a decision in as little as 30 seconds. All right, so I just submitted the application and it came back approved. It says, congratulations, you're approved. Approved credit limit, $12,100. You've been approved for the Webstaurant Rewards Business Visa card. You'll receive your card and cardholder agreement in the mail in 7 to 10 business days. So wasn't the limit I was expecting, but definitely glad that that hard inquiry didn't go to waste, and I was actually able to get approved for the Webstaurant Visa credit card. So I just wanted to walk you guys through this process and show you just all the steps involved in terms of applying, submitting the application. And I did get an alert immediately on Experian, and they did pull my Experian credit report. All right, so I just got approved for the first Webstaurant Business Visa credit card. So my thinking at this point was, well, if I apply for another credit card, are they going to hard pull me again? And typically, from my experience, the same lender usually isn't going to hard pull you multiple times in the same day. And so I decided, hey, what's the harm if I apply using another business? So I decided to do that, and here were my results. All right, so I submitted the second application. I'm probably pressing my luck, but I just want to see if I'm still able to get approved for another card. Okay, wow, look, so I just got approved for my second Webstaurant Rewards credit card using a different business entity. And this was approved for the same limit, $12,100. So it says, congrats, you're approved. Approved limit $12,100. Basically the same thing. The card will come in 7 to 10 business days. And ironically, the same exact limit. So they're using the same credit report in order to qualify. And I'll check in a second, but I don't think they hard pull me again. When I got the first application, I got an immediate alert on Experian. Doesn't look like they're hard pulling for a second application. All right, so let's recap all of the data points. So the Webstaurant Visa Business Credit Card is issued through First National Bank of Omaha. Some of you might be familiar. They already have a pre-qualification on their website. However, I do believe that the Webstaurant Visa Business Credit Card might be easier getting approved for than going directly to the FNBO website. I do have data points from a lot of other people where they had to submit additional application. With the Webstaurant credit card, I didn't have to submit any documentation. It was an immediate decision. It only took about 30 seconds, and I was able to do this for 2 separate business entities. And I was actually able to get approved for the exact same limit. Now, this was a personal guarantee, so you are personally liable for the debt. And it was a hard pull. So they're going to be pulling your Experian, specifically the FICO 8 credit report. And then if you have multiple businesses, you can get one inquiry, but get multiple accounts as long as it's on the same day. That's probably the most important takeaway from that. It has to be on the same day. And then aside from the Visa credit card that you can use anywhere, they also have a net 30. So for any Webstaurant customers, you can get a net 30 when you get Webstaurant Plus. This is unlimited free delivery, and it will report to the credit reporting agencies that net 30. So you can actually get access to, multiple credit products through the Webstaurant, per account. So let's say you have 2 different businesses, you can get 2 different Visa credit cards. And then for each of those businesses, you can also get a net 30 through Capital One trade credit. So overall, I think this is a solid option. Now, again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to drop everything you're doing and go run and do this just because I did it. This is for research purposes and informational purposes, but I did want to share these data points with you. So if you found this video helpful, definitely make sure you like, comment, share. If anyone else has any data points about the Webstaurant Visa Business Credit Card, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. Until next time, take it easy and we'll talk to you soon. Peace.